All right. Hello, everyone. Morgan Heitzma here with Scott Leroy Marketing. And today we're going to be talking about Facebook ads and posting on Facebook through KW Command. As we get started and dive into all the different tools and resources that we have here today, if you have any questions at all, please feel free to use the chat box down below. If you have any questions, I'll be sure to answer them as we are exploring the KW Command platform. If by chance I miss any questions, we'll stick around a few minutes at the end here to help answer those. And of course, you can always reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. I will also put that in the chat box down below for you. If any of you are wondering, this recording will be housed on our YouTube page. I'm going to put that link in the chat box down below for you as well. And as we get started here today and we talk about social media and our Facebook primarily, posting social ads through there, we're going to be exploring primarily the KW Command platform, but we're also going to be jumping a little bit into Facebook as well to kind of see how those connections are set up. So first and foremost, KW Command, if you used to have your Facebook connected to your KW Command and you saw that that you may possibly have gotten errors saying that that you don't have admin privileges when you used to, we've seen that the Facebook platform has recently updated their business page and the way that their business page layout works on Facebook. Now, this may or may not inadvertently cause a sever between your KW Command and your Facebook. So first and foremost, if you're having issues, if you used to be able to post social ads fairly easily, and now it's giving you that error, we'd please suggest that you disconnect and reconnect that Facebook within your command settings, and that should allow you to be able to post those social ads again. So again, I have two tabs open here today. I have our KW Command tab. I also have the Facebook tab when we get here to that portion. We're going to be diving into the campaigns portion in KW Command here, and we're also going to be diving into the designs a little bit, kind of creating and then posting those social ads. Today, I'm going to use Scott's login here. So if this is your first time signing into KW Command, it's going to be agent.kw.com. Now, we primarily like to say that the Google Chrome browser as well as the Firefox browser seem to be the best browsers to use when navigating this platform here. So if you run into any kind of issues where you're trying to click a button and it doesn't click, or you try to load a page and it just gives you a forever spinning wheel, we'd highly suggest maybe traveling over to one of these two browsers as they seem to work the best with this platform here. So inside of KW Command, it takes our KW username and password, which is generally the first letter of your first name followed by your last name here. If it's a pretty common combination like John Smith, you may have a number associated at the end here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And this should take us to the home page of KW Command. And within the home page of KW Command, we're just going to want to first make sure that we have all of our systems kind of set up. So when we jump into these social ads, we're ready to go and ready to post. So one of which is going to be, if we travel over to the top right-hand corner and click on our name here, we can travel over to settings. And within our settings page, we have a couple different options to connect our social media. Now, as this loads up here, on the right-hand portion, you will see a couple different connections. Now, it does take a little bit of time to load to this settings page. So we'll just wait here for a moment. And sometimes, if it takes a little bit longer, what I would probably do is I'd probably right click and I just might open up in a new tab to the right here. Whoops. Actually, I would duplicate, but it looks like it pushed through just in time. So within the settings page right here on the right-hand side, you'll see all of these different outside applications that we can connect. Now, you will see your Facebook, but you also have two Facebooks, and you'll see something very similar when we scroll down here and we take a look at the Twitter accounts right here as well. Now, as we take a look at these, they actually read two different forms of social media posting. So if we scroll back up here to Facebook, you'll see that we have a Facebook post scheduling right here, and then we'll have a Facebook ads manager. Now, there is a little bit of a difference between the two. Think of your Facebook ads manager is hunting for outside leads who do not know about you yet, who are looking for your services. And think of post scheduling as you just providing content to your database, people who have already liked your business page, and a way for you to schedule content being sent out on your Facebook business page. So they kind of provide two different functions here. So we do suggest connecting both of these. Now, another thing to kind of keep in mind is that your Facebook post scheduling is going to be a free post scheduler for you. So again, internal database that you're keeping front of mind. Your Facebook ads manager, this is going to be where you set up a payment method to target those outside leads, to start claiming leads. Again, when we go ahead and connect both of these, chances are it may ask you for a Facebook business page. Now, the way that this is set up is just a tad confusing, but hopefully after today, we might clear the air here a little bit. I'm going to disconnect my Facebook post scheduling as well as my Facebook ads manager, so we can kind of start from scratch here. I'm going to hit manage right here. I'm going to hit disconnect account. And so again, if this is your very first time, you may find the Facebook post scheduling underneath your social tab. And if we scroll down here a little bit more, underneath your marketing automation, you may find your Facebook ads manager right next to the Twitter ads manager. Now, again, we'll go ahead and connect both of these. I'm going to connect the post scheduling here first because it's at the top. And what it didn't show you, because I've already just disconnected this, so it kind of remembers that setup. But it may ask you in between me clicking that connect and this pop-up page right here, it may ask you to approve the connection between Command and Facebook. And that's a pretty important pop-up because that, again, solidifies that connection between your social media and your Command. Now, it popped up. It already kind of remembered me signing in before, but then it asked me which pages do I want to connect. So you first will sign in using your personal Facebook account. So your personal Facebook profile is generally the grandfather of your business pages. So you're going to sign into your personal account right here first via that pop-up that didn't show up for us. And then it will give us the option to select which business pages underneath this personal account I want to start posting from. Now, I have a few right here. I have a couple hobby pages, and I also have my KW Teaching Samples page. So I'm going to use my KW Teaching Samples page right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just connect that. Now, I'm going to do that same sort of process when it comes to the Facebook Ads Manager right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Connect right here. That pop-up that showed up very, very briefly was that username and password. And then right here, again, this is my personal Facebook account right here. But if I click on this tab down here, this should show all of the business pages that I have associated with my personal page right here. So again, at this point, if I want to send ads through, say, my travel destinations, I can do that, and my KW Teaching Samples. I'll go ahead and leave that for a double click right here. I'm going to click Done. And now I can go ahead and post through two different channels on my Facebook Ads Manager. Now, there's going to be one other cool feature right here is they have an Instagram post scheduling. Before, you'd have to connect your, there's only a Facebook Ads Manager, and you'd have to connect that through your Facebook. And I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. But just a cool little highlight right here is this is a new added connection right here to be able to post through your Instagram. So as we are taking a look, you may be wondering, how do I connect my ads manager through Instagram? This will actually be through your Facebook directly. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on Facebook right here. And so this is my personal Facebook account. Welcome. And what we're actually going to be doing is we're going to be looking at the top right-hand corner here at this dotted square. And if we give this a click right here, you should have two different kind of menu options. You should have a create option right here where you're able to create a Facebook business page if you'd like. And you have your menu over here, which is just a wide variety of different kind of tools and pages. Now, we're actually going to be looking under the menu section right here, and we're going to go over to pages right down here. It's going to have a orange flag right here. And if we take a look at this this pages page, then you'll see all of the different Facebook business pages that I've created here. So these are all the pages that I own, and we're actually going to jump into the KW Teaching Samples page right here. Now, this is one of the things that you may see that are a little bit different and a little bit new with the Facebook business page update. Now, it looks like we've kind of had the ability to swap between different pages now as if it was a personal profile. So I'm just going to click off of that right here. This is just like just like I said, a teaching page that we can kind of post to. As we're taking a look right here, once you jump onto your business page, you should have some additional options over here to the left. Now, depending on where you're at, if you see on your top right-hand corner right here, if we click on account, this should have a small little circle that we can toggle over to our business page. So we're still on our personal page right here, but if I click on this circle right here, on the top right, it'll switch over to my Teaching Samples logo here. As you see, it's very similar. It's exactly the same right here. When I switch over to my business page, this allows me a different options over here on the left-hand side. So as I take a look over here, I can take a look at my professional dashboard, insights, ads, all these different sections right here. And I believe it's going to be, let's see right here. Let's take a look at insights. And within insights, if we take a look and we scroll, we should have all these new buttons and options over here to the left-hand side. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at linked accounts. Linked accounts has that ability to link your Instagram business page with your Facebook business page. So again, if I back out right here, we'll try that one more time. So you'll have to swap from your personal profile over to your business page. On the left-hand side, we'll click on Insights right here. We'll scroll down a little bit. We'll click on Linked Accounts, and this will be where we link our Instagram to do our paid ads. So once we link our Instagram right here, when we go back into our KW command, we'll click on this red square on the top left here. When we go inside of our campaigns, you'll have the ability to post Facebook ads as well as Instagram ads. And then if you connect this post scheduling and Facebook post scheduling, you'll be able to do the same on both of those. So as we're taking a look over here, I don't personally have a Instagram account that we can connect, but if you do, that would be how you do that. But if we travel over to our campaigns page now, we'll give this a click. This should allow us the ability to view all of the different accounts that we have currently set up right here. So as you see, I have Facebook connected. We have our email connected. Since we don't have Twitter, we do not have Twitter connected. Now, you can also see that on the right-hand side right here. The paid ads are my Facebook. And then if we toggle over to the social posts, you'll see social posts are set up under me. And then again, I don't have a Instagram set up just yet. Now, as we're taking a look right here inside the campaigns page, there's going to be, again, those two different forms of social ads that we can send out, right? We have the ads manager up at the top right here. I'll give this a click. So this is where you set up a payment method and target outside leads. Once you create an ad, they're going to show up down here on this bottom bar. And it's also going to give you a status to let you know, is this in draft? Is this processing? Has this already been sent out? So this will let you know. Your duration right here is going to be how many days is this ad running for. So since this is a 10-day duration, you'll see that that we have the dates. It was set up to run from the 15th over to the 25th. You have three different dashes right here, and these are kind of in abbreviation. So CPM, CPC, and CPLC. I can tell you what they stand for, but truth be told, it may be hard to kind of remember. So if you're ever wondering what these abbreviations are, you have a handy little tool over to the right hand side right here, which is a icon. And if we give that a click, you should be able to see the definitions of anything within this page right here. So as we see CPM, CPC, CPLC, we can actually give this a click right here, and it can give us a definition on what each one of these categories mean. So CPM over here is the average cost for 1,000 impressions. So again, you're starting to kind of see the ratio of your ads that you're sending out and how successful they are. CPC right here is going to be your cost per clicks. And again, this is the average cost for each click. It also gives you how it's used and how it's calculated. CPLC is the cost per lead captured. So even though your lead clicked on your ad, how many leads were actually captured and how much did it cost to capture each individual lead? So you have all of these bits of information right here if you'd like. Again, they're going to be housed right here on this right hand side. It's going to have an eye with a circle around it, kind of like one of those information booth type logos. Now, a few other things. Looking at the left hand side of this, you have your preview of what your ad actually looks like, and then you have the name of your ad as well as where it's going to. If we've selected more social media pages like Facebook and Instagram, we may have a drop down right here that we could click to see how much of your budget is going to each social media platform. Now, as we take a look here, we can go ahead and click on social posts, and social posts are going to look a little bit different. These are going to look something similar to the layout of a calendar, because again, what we're trying to do is take a look at our monthly or weekly layout to make sure that we're setting good posts for our viewers to be able to kind of engage with. So if we take a look right here, again, it looks a little bit different. We have a week-long calendar up top here, but on the top right, if I were to click from week to month right here, this should allow us to see a whole month's view at a time and allow us to be able to see which social posts are going out at what times. Now, we'll be sure to go through and create 2 different ads right here, and I think we should probably do that right now so we can go ahead and submit those through our paid ads as well as our social posts. So as we go ahead and click on our red KW square in the top left-hand corner, we're going to make our way to our designs here. And while we're inside of our designs, I think it's very important to note which design you're using for which activity. Since these are social posts that we're talking about here today, just keep in mind that that we may need to use these social, as you see right here, these social designs as opposed to the email designs or print designs. To confirm, these ads will only work with a business account. You would be correct. So yes, thank you for that question. Very important. Unfortunately, we've not seen a way that we can post to our personal page through command. Now, you may be able to, if you're post scheduling, you may be able to also like share that post over to your personal page. But again, we haven't really seen it be able to do direct. Thank you for that question. As we're taking a look right here inside of designs, we'll click on create design right here. And again, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 different options to choose from. We're going to focus on the social square right here, We'll give that a click and then continue right here. Now, as this loads up right here, the right-hand side are going to be all of the different templates that you can choose from. So you can kind of see like a snapshot view of what it may look like. And then on the left-hand side are going to be all of these different drop-down options for you to choose from. Now, as we're taking a look, since today is Halloween, right? And since we're heading into November and then December, I'm sure some of you may be gearing up for like client appreciation events, right? Some pie giveaways, things like that. So this would be a great opportunity to kind of maybe start thinking about that and putting together some very easy flyers here to send out via social media. So let's go ahead and take a look at that right here. I think let's go ahead and let's click on holiday right here. And if we click on November, you'll see you have all of these different holiday November type backgrounds. And you'll see that some are squared, some are rectangled. If we scroll all the way back up to the top here, you'll see that they're categorized between social stories, social square, and social wide. So again, depending on where you're trying to post these to, they have different kind of shapes and sizes for you. So what's even cooler than that is if I click on social stories right here, it should let you know like what they're used for. And it doesn't look like it's quite popping up, but social square would be more for that Instagram, right? Social wide would be for that Facebook post. And then you got your social stories right here. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a social wide because that's what I'm kind of used to. And at this point, we can go ahead and we can click on just like a nice little design. We'll click on use right here. And once we click on use, it brings us over to this next page for us to be able to use and edit this template here. So if any of you are used to kind of Canva or a kind of designer website platform like that, this is going to be very similar to that platform. So taking a look over here, I'm going to give I'm thankful for a click right here. And when I give this a click, it should highlight the entire object. I'm going to double click right here and it should bring me into that actual text right here. Free pie giveaway. Now, I don't know about you, but typing in caps right here, that kind of looks a little sloppy. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give this a click right here. And on the top left right here, we should be able to change the font by giving this a click. And I'm just going to use a standard. Let's go. There we go. I'm going to use free pie giveaway right here. And again, depending on what type of images and pictures that you want to use, you should really be able to kind of use anything by clicking on these left-hand icons right here. So if I want to bring an image in, I can click on images right here, and then I can click add. And if I had an image that I wanted to showcase, I can simply pull that in right here. And again, for those of you who are a little short on time snapping the best photo of your pumpkin pie, if we go ahead and click on a new tab over here on Google, just very quickly, I just wanted to show you just a small little asset of being able to pull in some nice designs from your web page here. So if I were to type in house or pumpkin pie, I'll type in pumpkin pie right here and I click on images, you'll have a option right here, right underneath your magnifying glass called tools. And if we give this a click right here, you'll have usage rights and then you have Creative Commons licenses. And sometimes they may not be the most perfect pictures, right? Because they are that Creative Commons licenses, but they should be the ones that allow you to be able to kind of apply onto your content right here. So I'm going to give this a click right here. I'm going to go ahead and open this in a new tab, and then I'm just going to save this picture right here. There we go. So again, looking for any new images, there's tons of different websites that you can pull free royalty-free images from. Again, on Google, if you're looking on any images on Google, I'd highly suggest using that method to kind of not be pegged for any kind of copyright. Now we'll go ahead and pull that in right here. I'll click on this. I'll click on the pumpkin pie. And when we go ahead and upload the pumpkin pie, we should be able to kind of drag this in anywhere that we want to. Now I do have a white background right here, so you may see that bleed in. But again, one of two ways. If you click and drag, it'll appear over top of any of the other images. But if I just give this a click once, it should appear that direct image where I'm able to edit this any way that I want to. Now it would have been a little bit better if this was a PNG, no white background, more of a transparent background. But we'll use this as a great example for now to be able to kind of post schedule, so everyone who already likes our business page, who's our clients, who they know to come get a free pie from us. Is there any way to book that for the Creative Commons access? I'm not quite sure. I'll show you one more time to try and help get that muscle memory in there. I just click on a new tab here. I'll again click on pumpkin pie. I go to images, and then right below images, you have tools right here. It's kind of overlooked at most points in time, but underneath tools, if you give that a click, it gives you a whole nother set of options. And then I just click on usage rights right here. And then it shows you all of the usage rights. So some may be copyright, some may not be. But if we click on Creative Commons licenses, it'll give you all of these that should say licensable right here. So can we create these in Canva and upload the designs instead of creating them here? That's a fantastic question. I'm going to go ahead and let me save this first. Pumpkin pie. I'm going to download this, and I'm going to download this as a PNG, high quality. So now we have our social post right here. And again, as I downloaded that, it looks like it downloaded as a JPEG. That's okay. As this downloaded right here as an image, I believe as long as you download as a PDF, I think. Try this one more time right here. PDF right here. You should be able to, in Canva, if you download as a PDF, you should be able to import via the social page. Sorry, through the designs page right here. Here, let me back out just a... There we go. So as we get back to KW Command, if you are inside of your designs and you create your designs from Canva, you can click on Import Design right here from your Designs page. And again, as long as it's a PDF, I'm going to treat this, I'm going to pretend like this is a Canva design that we just uploaded. You can drag and drop this. I didn't have it download. You can drag and drop this in here, and it should pull those different images for you. It really depends on the quality of the PDF as well. So if you have a really grainy, low quality PDF, it may only appear as one solid image as opposed to different layers. So getting back over here to the KW Command site. So we've created a social post right here. We're going to create an ad now. So we're going to create one more design on our social. And let's say that this is a open house, a Halloween open house, right? Let's go ahead and click on listing. And as you see, if we click on the listing dropdown, you have all of these different options right here. And we're going to choose the open house one. Or again, you could probably get away with the October. And let's see if there's a Halloween. There we go. Perfect. So sticking with the kind of holiday theme right here, we're going to choose this design, and we're going to kind of create this as a open house or a listing that we want to promote. Now there's a couple different things that we can do here within this design. As this is a listing, for example, we can go ahead and click on the KWLS. And within the KWLS right here, we can type in any number of listings, or you can type in a snapshot right here. So I'm going to type in a listing. I'm just going to type in 123 Main Street. Let's hope something pulls up right here. There we go. So I'm going to select this listing right here. I'm going to give this a click. And then now we can go ahead and start to promote a spooky open house. Maybe we'll highlight this right here. And then when you click off of the design object, it should give you some additional tool options up top here. And whatever object you click on it, these tool options should change. So if I clicked on a picture, as you can see right here, it kind of gives me some additional picture options. If I click off, it kind of gives me just generic ones. And on top of here on this generic text option right here, I'm going to choose title. I'm going to drag this up right here. I'm going to make this about the same size as the picture. And then up top here, you have different colors. So I'm going to change this color to, maybe white. I'm going to type open house. Now, again, of course, we have a full designs class that will show you how to kind of create these, in a little bit fuller detail. But as we're taking a look at this right here, this really gives us the option to be able to kind of pull in different images if we'd like, things like that. So, again, let's use Scott's image right here. Oh, that works. And then we'll place the Scott Leroy logo up top here. There we go. So, again, you can add some additional details and some additional text right here if you'd really like to. So I may suggest like a shapes right here, so I can pull a shapes in. And then I can drop in some more text right here. Or one of my personal favorites, if you're thinking about adding a paragraph or so, we can jump into this text, and I believe it's body text right here. Nope, that's not it either. Let's go text block. That's what it is. So as we see, we have a nice full kind of open house ad right here that we just made in probably about a couple minutes, right? Granted, there wasn't really too much context, but we do kind of have something, again, that we can kind of post outward to kind of grab some leads. And again, invite people to an open house or a trick-or-treating holiday event, something like that, We're going to go ahead and save this Halloween house. That's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and download as well. I like to always kind of download my images here as well. We'll give this a click. We'll file save this. So here we go. So we have two kind of ads, two kind of designs here, one to post on a paid ad and one to post on a social post. So let's kind of make our way back to the campaigns page. So I'm going to back out here a little bit. There we go. And so as we kind of make our way back to the campaign's social post page, again, I'm going to kind of jump back to the command homepage to reorient ourselves. How you get to the social post page is by clicking the red KW square in the top left-hand corner, making our way to campaigns right here, and then choosing social posts. And once we're inside social posts, since today is Halloween, I'm going to go ahead and create a campaign as a social post. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to try and post this out as soon as we can. We're going to toggle from, we're going to X out of Scott's Instagram right here. And we're actually going to post it on the teaching samples. Halloween open house. And what's cool, what I really like about this content block is the ability to add any kind of like emojis. And it looks like there's a section to add media now too, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's what they kind of took away a additional step right here, and they've added the media portion right here. So we'll go ahead and add some emojis. We'll add ghost. Ghost, pumpkin. There we go. And then we'll click add media right down here. We'll give that a click and it gives us a drop down. So this looks like a new feature that they've added. Normally it's a different kind of content right here. So again, if you're looking to add that media, it looks like it's placed right next to the emoji button. So from this point onward, we can either browse our files or we can browse our designs right here. So if we click on browse designs, it should pull all of the social designs. As you see, all these are labeled social, should pull all the different social designs from our designs page. And since this is a post schedule, we're going to actually do the pie giveaway because these are people who we've most likely already kind of have worked with. So I'm actually going to re-edit my content right here. What else is cool here, depending on how you want this layout to look, you have the ability to make it a square, wide, or free range if you wanted to, cut some stuff off or kind of make it visible like for the entire image. It looks like something kind of went wrong on our end here, but no worries. I'm going to go ahead and browse from files right here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that pie giveaway and see. And that pulled in pretty darn quickly. So we'll go ahead and use it that way. I'm actually going to use the entire image. So I like that wide image right here. I'm going to crop it and it should appear right here for us. So I will need to kind of change this. And we're going to add a little bit different emojis. So since this is going to be a post schedule and since these are going to be pie giveaways, I'm going to schedule this out for more of a Thanksgiving, more of Thanksgiving time. So I'm going to choose a turkey and maybe a pie. Let's see if I have a pie. There we go. Perfect. So as we scroll down here a little bit more, we have the ability to add our compliance right here. So we'll just add both of these in. And again, if I had the Scott Leroy logo right here on the bottom right, we should be able to kind of move it over to the left and so on and so forth. So depending on how you like it to look, you can kind of adjust that at the bottom there. Now, how do you want to schedule? How do you want to send these out, right? Do you want to send this out immediately or do you want to schedule this out in advance? Well, I was kind of going back and forth. I was thinking about scheduling this more out for Thanksgiving. However, my clients may need a few weeks to kind of prepare and get ready and kind of know about this pie giveaway. So, so as we're taking a look right here, I may kind of schedule this out probably between now and Thanksgiving. So I may want to schedule this out to, let's say next Friday, maybe a great time. So I'm going to schedule this out to next Friday. Friday is going to be the time where everybody's getting off work and heading into the weekend. Hopefully we'll be on social media a little bit more. And what's cool about this post scheduling section is it says the best days to post are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings. So this allows you to be able to kind of save all of your posts. So if you were posting once a day, every day, or once a day, every hour, you may be able to kind of limit that to the most impactful times of the week so you can kind of really spend time making a few great pieces of content and sending them out when they matter the most, right? So I'm going to publish this on November 11th at 10 a.m. I'm actually going to adjust that time a little bit, maybe about 8 a.m. Let's do 7 a.m. right before people get into work. They wake up, they will have time to kind of jump on their social media before they start their day. So I'm going to schedule this out right here. At this point, everything looks to be great. So I can save this draft or I can schedule it out. And for us, we can go ahead and just schedule that now. Now, as we see right here, we can go ahead and change that week to a month view again. And we're going to move from October to November. And within November 11th, you should be able to see that social ad. And we can go ahead and give that a click right here. And we should see that pop up in real time. Now, what else is kind of cool too is as you start getting into the weeks, right? This will show you a list view as well. So it kind of shows us right here what future posts or today's posts are gonna look like. So kind of shows it right down here as well for us. If your post has been scheduled and it has not been posted yet, we should be able to click on the 3 dots and edit it really quick, to reflect any kind of changes that we need. One last thing before I jump out of this post schedule section is there's something right here on the right called quick posts. And this is pretty cool. If you don't have too much time in the day and you just want to post out some content, we can take a look at these quick posts right here. And there should be like a little share button on the right hand side. We can give that a click. And that it kind of pre-populates a post here for us. So all we have to do is schedule it or make any minor adjustments right here. So last but not least, we're going to jump into the paid ads portion. Okay, so we're going to jump over here. We're going to click on this tab right here. And as we take a look over here, and I know I am seeing some of these posts come in about designs, and I will jump over to that. So just know that I have seen that, and I will address that here in a moment. As we're taking a look over here in our paid ads, we'll go ahead and do the same exact thing. We'll click on Create Campaign on the top right hand corner here. And then we will we'll click on social ad instead of social post. And it kind of gives you a little indicator that this is a paid ad right here. So I guess before we actually jump in and create this social ad, we want to make sure that we have a payment method kind of set up. So you can do that right next to Create Campaign. There should be a payments button right here on the top right. And if we give that a click right here, this should allow us to be able to add all of our different payment methods, as well as have a view of where our money is kind of going to. So if you are posting ads on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, for example, we should be able to see I spent $20 on Twitter, 15 on Instagram, and 40 on Facebook. So you should be able to kind of see that accordingly, and those CPLCs, CPCs, and CPMs accordingly as well. It also gives you a cool option to export this as a CSV. This is pretty cool because it gives you your kind of metrics when it comes to your ad spend for your advertising, right? So again, kind of gives you a cool little breakdown of that. So just be sure to add a payment method. If we click on Add Payment Method right here, gives you your first name, last name, card number. Very much as if we were jumping on Amazon and creating a payment method, you'll have that ability to do that right here. Now, when we click on paid ads, we'll go ahead and click on Create Campaign. We'll click on Social Ad right here. This looks a little bit different. This is going to give us a name for our campaign as well as what we're kind of using it for. So, for example, I'm going to choose Halloween. Halloween open house, And as we take a look right here, we have advertised listing, advertised multiple listings, so on and so forth. If you have a listing that you'd like to integrate into your social ad, advertised listing or multiple listings would be great options to add for your social ad. I have a listing in this instance, so I can choose advertised listing. I can also choose event awareness as well, since this is going to be kind of like a holiday event. I'm going to just choose, gosh, it's so tough. I'm going to choose advertised listing right here. I'm also going to choose Facebook. Now, again, keep in mind, once you have your Facebook business page connected within your within your Facebook here, sorry, let me start that over. Once you have your Instagram connected to your Facebook business page here, you should be able to see that Instagram section pop up for your paid ads. So so again, we should have that ability if we have that connected here. So I'm going to click on Create Campaign. Since I chose a listing, it will automatically pull open this right hand side here for me to allow me to select the listing that I want to choose. I'm gonna navigate from Show Only My Listings over to Show All Listings, and here I'm gonna type in that same 123 Main Street. Now we'll wait for this to load up here. I'm not quite sure which one we chose previously, but I think I'll select this one because I think that looks similar. And as we're taking a look right here, that listing automatically pulled in that listing information. So this is a pretty cool feature that we have right here. It will pull in that listing details for you. And again, if we wanted to add any emojis or any of that sort of deal, we can do so here. So again, let's choose pumpkin. Or we could choose, let's say, yeah, that's fine. Now, as we're taking a look right here, the media has already been selected for this listing right here. So we chose the listing populated. We don't really have to do too much. However, we spent time and created a ad within our designs right here. And again, we can do one of two things. We can either share this with multiple pictures. So I can click Add More right here, add images, and then depending on where you want to pull that image from, your computer or your designs library, we can do that right here. Wait for this to load up. And again, if it gives you an error pulling it directly from the designs, it looked like it did a pretty there we go. It looked like it did a pretty good job of pulling directly from our computer as well. So that may be a workaround that we could kind of possibly work with for the time being. I'm going to preview and crop this image. I'm going to use the wide view because that's the design that I chose. And as you see right here, now your clients will be able to kind of see two different images right here if they'd like. They can see the listing and then they can see the event right here. Now again, if you only want to show the event, we should be able to click on these three dots right here. We can delete this image and it should show only that open house event that we're looking for. You have your text right here that I kind of skipped over because there's some additional options here, which is your headline as well as your description. And these are pretty important as well. This is kind of taking them or directing them for some more additional content on this post right here. So I'll just say, come join us. Come join us 1031. Oh, what's full of fun and games? I haven't been to a spooky open house for a while. So whatever really has whatever really content that you want to add to this, it will show up here on the right hand side. So come join us, visit our spooky open house for fun and activities. Prizes included. There we go. So something similar to that, it'll get a little bit of additional context to this ad right here. Last but not least, you have this Learn More button, which will direct them to wherever it is that you want to take them, whether it be an Eventbrite, whether it be a your landing page of the event, whether it be your your individual listing landing page. However that may look, we have the ability to send them to another page here. And that's going to be found within your Facebook settings. This is probably one of the most important sections in our Facebook ad creation because it gives us the ability to use our Facebook lead generation form. And this is right below within our destination. We kind of always want to select this right here. It says you must first select a Facebook page. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll choose Morgan's KW Teaching Samples. And it should pre-populate in here for us. So again, keep in mind, if you're getting that error saying that you must be an admin, or if it's not letting you connect that page, just know that you may need to just come back here and reconnect due to that Facebook updating their side of the Facebook business pages. But they look to be pulling in pretty accurately. That destination is going to be an important section for you to be able to pull in and claim those leads. So if you're looking for those leads to pull into your database and be in your notification bell saying, hey, we claimed this lead here for you, your Facebook lead generation form, that's going to be the key. If you just choose site or landing page, all it does is direct them to the site or landing page. It does not capture the lead. So we'll choose Facebook lead generation form right here. And this gives us the option to choose what our button says. So do we want learn more, sign up, or apply now? Let's choose sign up because that fits a little bit more with the open house. And then last but not least, where do you want to direct them to? Their an individual URL or a landing page right here. So I'm going to choose a landing page. I'm actually going to use that that open house landing page that we created. It's not necessarily any kind of anything special, but it is kind of like an additional lead capture form right here. So I'm going to choose this. And as I scroll down right here, I have my audience. Now, there was a question out there in regards to audience, right? And geographically, the geographical locations. If you're doing a post, a scheduled post, that's truly just going to be your internal group of friends or clients who have already liked your business page. If this is a paid ad, right here underneath your audience is going to be where you can kind of use that geographical location. So right here, it has auto-populated where that listing pulled from. So Waltham, Massachusetts, you'll see that pre-populate right here. So it's gonna kind of centrally locate where that listing comes from if we're choosing a listing social ad. If this is somewhere else, I can go ahead and X off right here, and I can type in any additional content that I want. And it should pull in. There we go, Eugene, Oregon here. So as we're taking a look, we have that ability to kind of adjust that here. I'm going to stick with that standard Waltham, Massachusetts. I'm going to stick with this right here because we're going to want to have all the friends and neighbors come join our open house right here. So hopefully if they're interested in buying, they'll have that ability to do so as well. So your radius in miles right here, this is going to be, how wide of a radius or a circle do you want from this location right here? So do you want a 20-mile radius? Do you want a 15-mile radius? How large do you want your radius to be? There we go. We'll add that back in there. When it comes to potentially reaching these people interested in this location. As we're taking a look right here, I think maybe about 25-mile radius. That's pretty good. You have a custom audience and saved audience as well. If you're looking to create a custom audience, you can go ahead and choose all these different these interests down here below. So we can add an interest. If say we're looking for real estate. Ooh, my typing's bad today. So if we type in real estate, we type in, all these different things that people are maybe interested in. We may be able to kind of centrally identify specific individuals. As we go through here, you do have the ability to save this audience, which in turn turns into your saved audiences. So if you have a certain set of criteria of individuals that you always kind of like to target, you may want to think about saving that so you don't have to go through here and tab through all of these different interests here. So as you see, there's tons and tons of different interests. But what's really cool is it kind of shows you the amount of audience within this interest right here. Now, again, I would play a nice little balancing game when it comes to this because, again, if you just type in career and a few other large number of interest sizes right here, that could really kind of dilute your social ad spend, if that makes sense. So I'd be specific when you're looking through here and you're targeting individuals. I believe there's also a way to again use that auto targeting, and I would maybe run an ad, a low stakes ad for both of them and see which ones kind of yield the best results for you. Now, one last thing on custom audience right here, which is pretty cool too. So again, if you wanted to target your database, you have that ability also. So remember when we were talking about the pumpkin pie giveaways, right? And that's great when you go ahead and post that as a social post, but maybe you only wanted to target specific people in your database, right? Only your buyers and sellers, only your first time home buyers, right? Whoever you wanted to actually target as opposed to your general public, anyone who liked your Facebook page. You can click on target my ad right here. And then from here, you can go ahead and select your number of individuals. So we can target by tags. We can target by neighborhoods. So here you have that ability to say, oh, maybe just my first time home buyers, maybe just the people who bought this year. And then I can go ahead and create that and say, all right, we're going to go ahead and tag everyone who bought our home this year. It looks like I don't have any contacts underneath this tag, but again, essentially it works exactly the same. So scrolling down here, I know I hit top of the hour, but I got two more things to cover for you guys. And again, keep in mind, this is recorded. It's going to be on our YouTube page. So just know if you have to run off at top of the hour, feel free to do so. This will be recorded here and posted on YouTube. Our lead settings right here, if you wanted to tag any individuals who are claimed, who click on this ad through Facebook and you claim them inside of Command, if you want to automatically tag them, you can do so here. So we can create a tag that says Halloween open house, and once these leads start coming in, you'll be able to kind of see where they actually kind of came from. You'll also have assigned a smart plan too. So again, if anybody clicked on this ad and they were claimed within your KW command, you can automatically set them up on a 36 touch or a new contact engagement. You have that ability to do that right here. Last but not least, we have the duration and budget. And I'm sure I get this question all the time. What's the correct duration and what's the correct budget? Same thing when it comes to your targeting. There's no real true answer for that, right? So it all kind of depends on the time of the year, the type of the ad that you're sending out, the quality of the ad that you're sending out, as well as who you're sending it out to. So it all depends on that. However, what I've typically kind of seen the best kind of number of days to have is probably about a nice 3 to 5, maybe 7 day campaign. What typically happens is you may see day one, you may not claim too many leads. Day two, you may get a couple. Day three, you may get a big bulk majority. Day four, it may start to taper down. Day five, you may start to wind up your leads here. So I typically say, setting your ads from about 3 to 5 days, maybe from 5 to 7 days, is a great judge because it allows you to be able to monitor your ads if they're doing well and be able to kind of pull them if they say aren't, right? So you have that ability to do so. I'm going to choose I'm going to choose probably about a 6 day duration at about about a 30 day budget. Your total campaign budget is going to be dependent on how many channels you have and where that's going to, right? So if I set $30 as my cap, it's going to be going to send out $5 worth of ads every single day. Now again, if I share that with say Instagram, you may see $250 on Facebook and $250 on Instagram to make up that 5 days, that $5 for the day. Gosh, I hope that makes sense. As we're taking a look at this, it looks like everything kind of is set up accordingly. It looks like everything's pretty well off. I do have a couple things that may be required right here. I'm going to uncheck this, and that should allow me to proceed forward here. We're looking for all of the green checkbox. Let's go ahead and auto tag it. And then once we're done right here and we have all the green checkboxes, we can either save draft or we can publish the campaign. So again, since I don't have that payment method really set up, I'm not going to send this out immediately, but I will go ahead and save this as a draft here for us. And this should allow us to be able to proceed forward. Now, one last thing that I want to mention before we get into any questions is I know some of you may be asking about this red banner up top here that we're experiencing technical difficulties with Google search ads right now. Keep in mind that does not have anything to do with your Facebook, your Instagram, anything like that. Truthfully, we did have an option within these 4 options, which is a Google search ad. And that has been since removed while they're working on it, okay? So don't let this banner right here make you nervous. It should not affect any of the other stuff going on. If you're having issues with Facebook, I primarily believe it was because of the new way that they have Facebook set up with their business pages, that we just need to kind of go back to our settings, fully disconnect, and then reconnect again. Now, I'm going to stick around for a couple extra minutes to help answer any questions. For those of you who are watching this at a later date, thank you so much. Please reach out to us if you have any questions at all. Support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'd love to answer any questions you may have. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of the day.